Hello, hello, hello. Hi Naomi. And hello Sandy. Hopefully I've recently changed internet provider, so I'm hoping we won't have the same issues as last time. Fingers crossed. Hello Janelle. Are we all stitching today or just come along for a nosy? This is what I've got done so far. According to Pattern Keeper, it is 2.52% and it's 8,206 stitches. So we're getting there slowly. I've not been stitching the last few days. Well, I did a fair bit yesterday, but before yesterday I had about 3 days off. My internet was playing up and it was just killing my buzz with everything. I also went to Wrangle Show on Sunday, so I didn't get any stitching done that day. Stitching elephant puzzle on 18 count. Okay, we're all stitching. Lovely. Alright, maybe I should start stitching. That's what I'm here for. Right, so as you know, I'm doing Royal Rose. It's just the way I stitch. I shared it and it's took off. Everyone seems to be liking it, so brilliant. It's not for everybody, which is fine. So, right, bear with me a sec. I'm just going to manoeuvre so I can zoom you in a little bit. And fingers crossed it doesn't go all whappy on me. Oh, it might help if I unlock it. Oh, now it's gone the wrong way. I hate it when that happens. Bear with me, guys. It is annoying when that happens. So let's switch that back off. Get you going the right way. Come on. Typical. It's life for you people. You would think I'd be organised one of these days. Come on. There we go. Switch that off. Alright, I think, oh, yeah, we're okay. Sorry about this, guys. One day I will just go straight to live and just stitch. No messing with this fiddly thing. Right. Is that close enough? It'll have to be because I daren't mess with it too much more. Right, before I start, I've got a bit of a glare, but a friend that I found through Facebook stitching sent me this. Chrissy, I don't know if you're able to join us today. I know you're a bit busy, but yeah, my friend Chrissy did a random act of kindness and bought me the needle minder for the design that I'm doing, which is Mother of Dragon by Alexandra Bach. I thought that was lovely. It came in the post yesterday, and I also got another package in the post yesterday, but I'll explain that later. But there was another envelope and I was like, what else have I ordered? I can't remember ordering anything else. And there was this nice little needle minder in there. And I knew it was Chrissy that had done it because she had mentioned it to me about getting one. And that, but yeah, I thought that was super nice of her. Thank you very much. Love it. Hello. Hello Lee from New Zealand. Hopefully I won't have you rolling around on the floor, crying. And I'm sorry to have offended your partner. That did make me giggle. Right, for anyone that doesn't know, Leanne is the Lee that I mentioned on I believe it was my last live. I had a comment saying they was enjoying, like this Lee was enjoying my floss tube, and that it felt like I was in the room stitching with him, and that he got up and made a cup of coffee and almost shouted out asking if I wanted a cuppa. It turned out that Lee was not Lee, but Leanne. But it's all, she took it on the chin, and they had a good little giggle about it between themselves. But yeah. Hey Maria. Hey Celia. And who's that? Sorry for the ugly squinting. Marija. I'm just going to call you Mary. I'm sorry, I'm really rubbish at pronouncing names. Right, anyway, I'm going to get stitching because I do want to get a bit done today. Right, is that going to be in the way of my pattern keeper? Probably. Let's see if I can lift you a bit. Please don't mess up. Zoom you in. Oh my life. I'm really not very good at this, guys. That'll do. It's not the greatest, but I will tweak it one day and it'll be perfect. Well, what I feel is perfect. Oh no, wrong needle. Like I say, I changed my internet provider, so if it does cut off, I'm hoping it doesn't. I hope that this new provider is better than my previous one, because I know my last live it was in 2 parts because it did cut off. So we'll see how we go. I will say if it does cut off, I won't be coming back on again. I'll call it for the day type thing. Now, one stitch over there. Let's waste some thread. I'm parking a bit further over. Well, starting a bit further over on this one, because I've got quite a bit of block colouring going on this tower here. So I'm going to try and get some starts further over. I'm not scared to lose the floss, as we all know, or thread, or I don't. I get so confused with the thread slash floss. Sometimes I call it thread, sometimes I call it floss, but we all know what I mean. And for those that don't know what tower is, it's basically the 2 blocks that we'll be stitching. Now, it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't talk about my nails. Money's tight this month, so I haven't been able to treat myself. So you're having to deal with the ugly anxiety fingers today. Oh. Put on the needle minder, Ali. And as you see, I don't really pull my stitches too tight. And the reason I do that is because with all the finishes, with all the threads that I've got at the back that need anchoring down, I don't want to pull it too tight, because then I feel like that's when you get your bumps. I mean, running my finger across there's plenty of starts and finishes, and there's no bumpiness going on, and I feel like that's because of my tension. Well, that's what I think anyway. I could be wrong, but because it works, I'm going to carry on not pulling too tight. Now my kitten is on one, so she might end up popping up for a visit. Oh. I've had a bit of an up and down week. I've been in a funny mood. I don't know if it's the weather. You know, one minute it's sunny, the next it's rain clouds, and I think it's just messing with my mind a little bit. And it's putting me in funky moods. Yep, we've got a kitten playing with wires around my feet. Trixie. That one. I know some people have said that their tails, when they're doing it the way I'm doing it, that these get in the way. Yeah, they can sometimes, but I just tend to, if it does catch, I just grab my snag nabbit and just pull it back out. It can be a bit frustrating, I suppose, but I don't know if cutting them any shorter would help. But as I stated previously on another video, I don't like to have them all the same length, because I feel that's what gives the definite ridge. So I like to have them a little bit. They've either got to be all across this one square, because then when it gets covered you're going to have more finishes behind them anyway. But I don't like to cut them too short, like straight to the fabric. That's just my personal preference. Some people are doing it that way and it's working for them. Right, what are we doing here? 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we make mistakes again this time. Hopefully not. Try and get a tower done on this live. Let me fill this, finish this colour in this tower, and then I'll have a look what's going on. What am I doing? No, that don't go there, Ali. Oh, it does eventually. 1, 2. Stitching 1/1 on this, doing it full cross, because I bought it from Heaven and Earth Designs. I did the full material pack. I just wanted to give it the full cross stitch experience, so I am doing it a full cross and I'm enjoying it. My stitch count's still pretty good, even though it is the full cross. My coverage is really good. Once I finish this row, I'm going to be switching it out and putting my deep blue sea on and doing a row of that, and then I'll switch back, and that's my plan anyway, just to do a row on each, because they're both on frames. I don't have to take it off the frame, they're on the separate frames anyway. So now I'm going to park down here because it's needed 1, 2, 3 there, and then on my pattern keeper I will mark that as parked. And mark all the other ones off. Let's see what you guys are doing. Here comes the ugly squinting guys. He's still laughing. Are you using 2 strands or 1? I'm using 1. On this one, it's 1/1 full cross. It's not the greatest view, I'm afraid. I will fix it one day. You can kind of get the gist of what I'm doing though. I don't know if we can zoom in a touch more maybe. Move this up a bit. So it's not the greatest. I suppose the more you zoom in, the more you can see my horrible fingers. And that's what makes it blurry, so we'll leave it like that. Good morning, Chrissy. Well, afternoon, just. Alright, what we got next? 3799. Using floss cards. The Haed pack that was sent, it sends it on like, oh, what do you call it? They're floss cards. They're like laminated and they are good, but I just find the rings, they sometimes come undone on their own, and also where the clip is for the ring to join, if that spins round, I find that the thread catches on it, so I transferred them onto my floss cards. It's my little go-to of project floss storage. I've tried Annie's Keepers, I've tried the floss bags, and they're all good, but I always keep coming back to this, to the floss cards. I'm starting, I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, I'll just go down over here, hold it down, put my needle through the first leg, keep hold of that thread, I've finished the cross, and then through finishing that cross it's secure. I don't want to pull it too tight because I don't like doing it too tight, but yeah, once it's over that, once that second leg's over there, it's holding that thread in place, so I'll just stitch away. I was going to do a Stitch With Me upload because I did do a poll on my Facebook groups, basically saying like, what would you like to see next, either a live or just a Stitch With Me, just a normal upload on Mother of Dragon or Deep Blue Sea tutorial. And I think voting wise, people did want most of the votes were for the Stitch With Me upload of this piece, and I did do a video, but it just wasn't uploading, so that's why I've tried to do a live today, just to see how my internet is, and then I may even still upload that video, but if not, I'll do another one and try uploading that. I just find at the minute live, touch wood, seems to be working better than trying to do an upload, but we'll see. I'll give it another go. I go on Zoom a lot, so I've got to find the right time to be interfering with the internet with an upload, so I'd rather maybe do it through the night. We'll see. I don't know if you can hear the sound of my thread coming through my fabric. I personally hope you can, because I love watching videos where you can hear the sound of the thread coming through. I'm a weirdo, I know, but I just find it, I don't know, soothing maybe. It's just, yeah, I love the sound it makes. Oh, there we go, look. The finish is getting in the way. To be fair, I could poke them down now because I've done quite a bit of stitching in the tower, so they should all be covered. Might do that in a minute. Where are we? That one. Sorry if I'm not as nattery today. Like I say, I've been in a bit of a funk. I maybe shouldn't have done a live when you're feeling in a funk, but I thought it can either help me and lift me out of it, or I will literally just sit here and stitch. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, my mood's not the greatest the last couple of days. Struggling to shake it off. As you can see, within the tower that I'm stitching, I'm kind of doing like the snake method. Sorry. When I first started doing these videos, I thought, I don't know why, but I thought I was doing left to right, left to right, left to right within the tower as well. But as I was stitching, I realised, no, that's not what I'm doing. I am actually doing like the snake method within the tower. Me personally, rows wise, I repeat left to right. I only go left to right. There are people that do the snake method on that as well, where they're going left and then going right to left, etc. I just prefer it this way. I don't know why, it's just the way I enjoy doing it. Seeing the picture slowly come to life. It's great seeing how people's projects are progressing with this method. It's baffling. It's even baffling to me. Like you would think that you're constantly threading and rethreading needles, and you know your stitch count would drop, but the opposite is actually true. People are finding their stitch count is a lot more, and we've kind of come to the conclusion that maybe it's because you haven't got to be thinking about what colour you're stitching with next. It's all there ready, especially after the first row. It's all there ready for you. You stitch all your parked threads within the 2 blocks, you know, within the tower, and then any colours that's left. I think people are doing it differently, but I tend to go for the lowest count of stitches within the tower, and then that way when you get to the colour that's got the highest stitch count within the tower, it's anchoring all the other threads down at the back. Like if you've had to come from up here and come down here and then down here and then park, you know, that other colours are the bulk colour, the one that's got the most stitch count, is then anchoring that thread down. So yeah, that's just how I do it. I go from the least amount of stitches to the most once I've finished with my parked threads. Obviously with my parked threads I stitch the lowest in the tower, because doing it that way, you're not going to get your threads in the way. You're not going to get those part threads in the way, because they shouldn't. If you've parked how I park, where you're parking the first available stitch of that colour, you shouldn't have any of that colour above where you're parked. So, you know, there's not really an example because they're both level, but I would stitch this one first, basically, when I come across this one, purely because it's to the right. If I stitched this one and it had to come over here and under here, this would get in my way. So I would bung that up there, stitch with this one, stitch with this one, and then continue on. Hope that makes sense. Oh, let me have a look at what's going on. Now I've done that colour. Hello, Ali and everyone. Hello, Angela. Hey, Chrissy. I just mentioned about you with my lovely little needle minder. Thank you very much. It is here. I've got a bit of a glare from my window, but yeah, I am using it. It's holding my snag nabbit. Whether it will continue to hold my snag nabbit, I don't know. I keep missing it. I don't know why, but I think it's just I'm getting used to it being that round, because I normally use the 2 owls. But yeah, thank you ever so much. That's so lovely of you. Leanne, I'm about to start a new Haed, just have to get the threads. Are you going to be using DMC or CXC? I've heard a lot of people starting to use the CXC. I've ordered a load myself. I don't know if any of you are on Darren Dizzy Stitches Facebook page, but yesterday I received a package from, now let's get this name right, Cross and Crafts. Yeah, Cross and Crafts. I basically emailed her, sent her the list of all the colours that I needed, and she sorted it all out for me, and this came yesterday. She sent it out 2 days ago, so it was very quick. And yeah, it comes in a pretty little mesh bag type thing. I ordered the fabric as well, but yeah, I've got all the threads there. I've just got to get some more floss drops, and then I'm gonna arrange them all. The stitch along that is being done, like I say, the event is on Darren Dizzy Stitcher, his Facebook group. That event isn't actually starting until, well, depending on where you are, it's either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I'm going to be starting it New Year's Day, I think. But yeah, it's the Top Frog, and I'm doing the Max Colour, Mini Top Frog Max Colour, which is 232 colours, I think it was. And it's a Haed. Yeah, so I thought I wasn't going to buy all of the colours. I did do a list, which I think I showed you guys before, of the DMC colours that I have got, and I was going to just buy DMC of what I haven't got. Well, no, because it was so cheap. I don't know if I'm allowed to say how much it was, so I'll not risk it. But anyway, it was cheap, so, and I got the thread, the fabric and the thread, and yeah, it doesn't feel as coarse as DMC thread does. So I get what people mean now by it's softer and like fluffier. But yeah, anyway, that came yesterday. I'm a bit ahead of myself because it doesn't start till the new year, but hey ho. I'm not the only one apparently, so I don't feel so calm down, Ali. But yeah, so yeah, CXC thread, I'll be starting using them. What else have we got? Angela, have you got your new internet sorted? Fingers crossed I have. We are currently running on it, so fingers crossed it carries on working. So far so good. I'd done a poll, I don't know if you was here, but I'd done a poll saying like what people wanted, and they'd said that they wanted the upload really instead of the live as my next video, but I tried to do the upload with my old internet and I just gave up. And my new internet, I've had it for 2 days, so I thought I'd quickly jump on live, just see how it goes, and then I might still do the upload anyway later, either tonight or tomorrow night or something, we'll see. Maria, I think everyone has their preference on how they like their threads. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big advocate of personal preference. I'm always saying it, even on comments when people are like, oh, how would you do this, that and the other? I always start off, it's personal preference. However, this is how I would do it. But yeah. Hello. Right, Jersey Sandbox. Hi, I've been thinking / planning how to incorporate this to diagonal stitching / parking. Hope I can do it. New will be here. Oh, thank you for subscribing. What's it? How to incorporate this to the diagonal stitching / parking. Oh, right, okay, yeah. I think it's pretty much diagonal parking, but just rows, to be honest. Obviously, diagonal parking, you get a bit of a bigger block, I believe. But, yeah, there might be a way. I think the main reason that I like this is because all the threads are just underneath. You know, for me, diagonal parking, I find the threads can get in the way a little bit. That's just me, you know. It works for other people and they find their way around it. But yeah, if you're a diagonal lover, then stick with it. There's no one saying you have to do this way of stitching. Hiya, Max. I'm late to the party. No, you're not late. I've only been going for about half an hour. But hello and welcome. Thank you for coming back, Chrissy. I do the snake method in the tower too. Not sure how I'll do the rows. We'll decide that when I reach the end of my first row. Yeah, that's all you can do. It's however you feel at the time. I think you're using a Q-snap. Is your whole project fitting the Q-snap, Chrissy? I can't remember. But yeah, it's more, again, personal preference. Doing the whole width of the project is personal preference. You know, you don't have to do that. It can be by page, it can be by every 2 pages, or just in the area that you're working with if you're using a hoop or a Q-snap. There is so many different ways. I've got a Facebook group called Royal Rose now. It's called Royal Rose Group. But yeah, if you want to come over and join, head on over. Ask away. We're getting there with the questions and getting them answered and whatnot, but I'm hoping that in my announcement section I'll be able to do like a little Q&A of most popular, like the most popular questions that are asked. I'm going to try and do like a little section for people just to have a quick look at, in case that the question that they're wanting to ask is there. You know, it's easy. They don't have to wait for me to respond, because I try and respond as quickly as possible, but life gets in the way. I didn't even go on social media for a day or two, and I don't like myself for it, but I always get back to people. But yeah, Sandy, I do the same as you. My stitch count has increased. Yeah, Chrissy, it looks great. Thank you. Yeah, I'm using CXC. Yeah, like I say, I'm looking forward to using it, to be fair. I might end up converting after finishing these 2 Haeds that I've got. If I get on with the CXC, then because of how cheap it is, I might end up doing the same. Chrissy, Cross and Crafts are the best. Yeah, she was super helpful. I think her name's Abby. I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Abby. And she even she sent me the link to pay for the order, obviously. And at the end of the message, she had said that she's converted a couple of her pieces to Royal Rose and that she's really enjoying it, and thank you for sharing. I thought, oh, that's lovely. But yeah, she was super efficient. I did have a little bit of trouble trying to get in touch with her via Facebook. I'd sent her a message, and for some reason it's still not gone through. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if it's just me. But yeah, she was helpful on the Facebook page of Cross and Crafts, and basically gave me her email address and said try and email me. So I did that, and she was on the ball, replied straight away, and it was all sorted within a few days. So we had to wait for my payday, but it was sorted straight away. But yeah, she's super friendly. Alondra, is it? Alondra May. Hi everyone, I'm researching Royal Rose method, still thinking if it will be a great method for me. As of now, I think it will be great. I'm stitching 3 Haeds currently. Okay then, yeah. Well, give it a go. If you know, if it doesn't click with you, then keep researching other. There's plenty of videos out there of all sorts of different methods. I hope you obviously that you do enjoy this one, but if not, there's, like I say, honestly, I've watched so many videos. Christina, hi Christina, hi, just found Royal Rose and joined the group. I'm still trying to figure out which way works for me. Thanks again for this. No problem. Yeah, like I say, just, all you've got to do is just stitch and something will click. Whether it be this, diagonals, blocks, typewriter, cross country, using your thread till it runs out. I believe that's a bit like typewriter anyway. But yeah, just try everything. There's no rule on, oh no, you've got to stick with that one. You can convert all pieces. I know people that are converting diagonal into this now, the block step into this, or vice versa. Some people may have started doing Royal Rose, don't quite like it. I think someone in the top was saying that they're trying to find a way of converting it to a diagonal. So yeah, just all you can do is stitch and hopefully something will click with you. Chrissy, a Nerge hoop. Yeah, I've heard of these. It doesn't all fit. Moved it last night, ready to keep going. Okay, yeah. Hi Jen from the Philippines. Hello. Alondra, the usual term is FAQ. Oh, frequently asked questions. Yes. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I won't do Q&A. I'll do FAQ. Alondra, well, Jen, me too. I'm from the Philippines. Well, Alondra, meet Jen. Christina, same here, Philippines. Oh, we've got a lot from the Philippines then. I know, hi. Maria, I use many different methods with my projects, just depends on what you want to do. Yeah, like you say, it is, you'll get sat at your stitching and it speaks to you. You just do whatever, however the mood strikes. Proud from Philippines too. Have we got 3? Have we got 3 from the Philippines? Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining us on the live. Right, maybe I should try and get stitching if I want to finish this tower on a live. Stop nattering away. Thank you all for joining me, honestly. I appreciate it very muchly. And I'm glad that the internet appears to be holding out. Fingers crossed it continues. Right, I'm going to pull both them because I've got quite a bit of that colour anyway. Bung that there. And now right, before I start stitching the rest of this tower, I am going to pull my finished threads to the back because now these are quite long. I don't normally have them quite this long. Maybe a little bit. I'm still playing around with my tails. But anyway, I'll just start and finish it however. Don't matter how long they are. I don't want to get the hump though. So, but yeah, because I've stitched all this colour here, these 2 colours, these will be anchored down now. So I am going to pull them to the back just so they don't get in the way, so that I can whiz through this tower with my last colour. Now my next row, there's going to be more colour changing going on. At the minute I'm only working with 4 or 5 colours along this top. Well, no, about 10, but majority of the boxes are 3 or 4 colours at the minute. But as I get to my next row, there is going to be some more, which I'm looking forward to. Alright, so again, as I've explained before, I think, when I've pulled them to the back with my snag nabbit. Another little tip with the snag nabbit, I don't know if you're aware, when you do place it through, instead of just yanking it through to the back, twist it as you go. That's what I do anyway. You know, you can yank it to the back if you want. I don't think it'll cause any damage, but yeah, I tend to just twist it as I'm going. And then yeah, at the back, I've got my finger at the back. I just run my finger along so that those those finish threads and start threads, they go all in the one direction. Needle. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to just whiz through and get this box done. Now let's bung this here, because then I'll have a finish and another start down here. I should have. As I said, this one's got a lot of 310 in this top one, so I do want a few here. 3 should be plenty, because I've also got those finishes that I've just pushed through to the back as well that will get stitched over. But it's not extra bulky, you know, I don't find it extra bulky. And as I've said, this is 1/1 full cross. My deep blue sea is 2/1 tent, so my bulkiness, I don't find it extreme really. It's just nice and level. You're going to get bulk with Haed's. Anyone who says they don't, I'm calling you out as liar, because I think it's impossible to get a smooth back. If I'm wrong, please tell me, but I'd love to know how you do it without getting the little bumps going on. As you can see, I'm completing crosses as well. I'm not sure what they call it. Is it? No, it's not railroading. What is it they call it when you do the one leg all the way across and then come back and do the second leg? I've got a bit of a brain freeze going on. I'm not too sure what it's called. But yeah, I complete my crosses. I don't do that for any particular reason, I don't think. It's just how I've been doing it. We'll see what we're doing for time. I might start the next tower, just because it is all 310 in this first block of the tower. Could maybe get the little stitches done first. We'll see. I'm hoping my next live I'll have some nice little nails going on. I don't like this at all. Now I suppose if I didn't purchase my CXC threads, I would have been able to afford it, but the cross stitch won out in the end. But oh well, I'll treat myself. See, Chrissy, this is when I need you living near me, because you can come and do my nails for me. We'll see, try and get them done next week. I did go through a phase of doing them myself, but I haven't got the time. Well, I have got the time, I just can't be bothered. I want to sit there and let someone else do it for me. just want to say thank you to everyone that does floss tubes themselves and have been sharing the method and pointing them in my direction. It's much appreciated. I'm enjoying your videos. I've got a lot of floss tube videos to catch up on, to be honest, because I'm enjoying chatting on Zoom mostly. It just depends on my mood, to be honest, but yeah, Zoom is super. It helps me concentrate on my, well, not concentrate on my stitching. I just find that I'm getting more stitching done when I am chatting on Zoom than what I would if I'm sat stitching on my own. Yesterday I got 1,336, I think it was. Yeah, 1,336. So that kind of made up for the previous couple of days of not stitching. But I don't feel like I would have stitched that much if I was sat stitching on my own. It wouldn't have been boredom. I can't really describe it. I just listening to people talking and having little conversations with them. It just helps me stay put and stitch. Don't just get distracted by, I don't know, binge watching TV programs or reading or housework. I should maybe do the housework, but no, I'm not scruffy by any means. I do my housework. I try and get a little bit done in the morning before I do anything. But yeah, I think that's why I do the videos as well, because even though I'm half nattering to myself when I do the upload ones, it just helps because I know that I'm stitching and sharing with you lovely people. And same with live. I enjoy interacting with you all. I still haven't sorted out lighting for this corner. I will one day. If I could just click my fingers, it'd all be done. But I don't want to rush into purchasing a floor lamp because my partner's meant to be sorting one for me. I say meant to be, he is sorting one for me. He's just a bit busy at work. So I don't particularly want to spend loads of money on a floor lamp that probably won't get used all that much. I don't really stitch all that much in the evening at the moment, and that's down to the light. But I've got a new stand coming hopefully tomorrow that I can be a bit more mobile with it, so maybe in the evenings I can go back and stitch in the kitchen on this other stand that I've got coming from the lovely Lisa. I think it's still an Elbacy. Is it an Elbacy? I don't. What is the stand? I should have wrote it down. It's a bit. It's similar to the Necessaire stand, where you've got like the stand in front of you, and then there's like two arms, and you can pull the arms out and just rest your frame on it. I've got one of those coming. I think it's still Elbacy. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. I'll be able to show you hopefully on my next video. But yeah, that at least with that one, I can just unclamp my frame and just bung it on there wherever I want to sit and stitch, wherever the light's the best. I'll still stitch here during the day. Just a bit more mobility with it. Or maybe only stitch Mother of Dragon here and then stitch Deep Blue Sea at night. See, my whole do one row at a time is already going out the window. I'm going to end up stitching on both of them at the same time. This one during the day and Deep Blue Sea at night. Never take my word for anything, people, because it changes. It changes like the wind. These new ideas pop into my head willy-nilly. Alright, I'm going to end this thread in a minute, because it's also getting a bit thinner, it seems. I'll do this one and this one. I'll finish it over here a little bit. Little snippers. Already got the thread here. Sound a bit of a funny angle, but now where should we? Let's do this one over here. As I'm stitching away, when I do my finishes and my starts, I just kind of get a rough gauge of what finishes and starts I've already got there. I mean, like, for example, I don't always go totally vertical to where I'm about to start a stitch. Like this one here, I've come through at the bottom here, but my first stitch is up here. You know, I think it helps with the bulk and the lines, and, you know, you've got threads going all over the place. Not all over the place, that's a bit of an exaggeration. You've got threads going horizontally, horizontally and a little bit diagonally within the tower, so it just helps, I think, with preventing those lines. Obviously, if you end up with a high confetti tower, I've noticed that people are mixing it up a bit. They're still doing the finishing over here, but they're also using pin stitch to finish, or loop, and finishing a bit closer if they've got quite a few tails going on. Some people aren't even having the tails, some people are just doing the pin stitch. So again, that two famous words, Right, sorry guys. I think I'm back, but I'm not. I don't think I'm going to stay because it's frustrating. Yeah, my internet did cut off, and I was literally just on the phone to the provider, and no, it's so annoying. I'm really sorry, guys. I think I'm just going to have to try and stick with just doing uploads. But yeah, it is a shame, Sandy. Let me just quickly have a quick catch up with what I've maybe missed. I use different methods with my projects. Just yeah, I saw that one. Proud from Philippines. Philippines squad. Live. Hi, mighty one. Behave. So yeah, Danish method. Alexandra, it's impossible. Most of the pattern has 80 plus colours in it, so confetti party it is. I mean the Haed. I put down my treasure from the bookshelf because I'm going crazy with the confetti, but I already finished the first page, so. Chrissy, I definitely would if I were closer. Oh, what with my nails, thank you. Liv, I think on Zoom it's because we are all mostly doing the same activity, so you kind of keep each other focused on the task at hand. Yeah, I think so as well. You're not the only person in the room, like you say, doing the hobby, so it keeps you focused. Alondra, I'm using loop method to start and to end the thread. Most of my whips are on 25 count. I use 1/1 for the thread, but to end my thread I also pin stitch it just to make sure. Yeah, whatever works for each individual stitcher, basically. Sandy, what happened? Yeah, it's Chrissy. Not sure if it's your internet. Mine, it keeps freezing. Angela, my internet has gone too. Keeps loading. Right, so yeah, my internet did go. I think we've only got Sandy at the moment. Maybe Chrissy. Yeah, so frustrating. But one of those things. Now, I've got an internet socket in this living room. So my plan is moan to my partner. He needs to get it sorted so that my hub is here, because then it's right next, not right next to it obviously, because that's, you're not meant to have devices right next to it, but I'm hoping I'll get him to reactivate this line, and yeah, fingers crossed, that will be a big help. Yeah, hi Chrissy. Yeah, mate, it was my internet, Ducky. I don't think it was yours. It literally just totally dropped me out. It's back on now, obviously, but again, how long have we been going? Well, according to this, it's 6 minutes, so there might be 2 videos going on again. I don't even know if the other one's going to upload. I don't know what's going on. It's so stressful. But we will get there one day where it works smoothly. To be fair, my first live worked okay, but I was in the kitchen. So I think being closer to the hub is going to be the big game changer. So I'm not going to bother doing any more lives until my partner gets it sorted. And then if it does it again, then I'll just give up. I'll just have to do Stitch With Me's. I might end up doing Stitch With Me's with a bit of music played in the background, because then I can record a video of me stitching while I'm still chatting on my Zoom, you know, because there's an app on my phone that I can upload it to where it mutes all sound, so then I can import, I don't know, we'll see. We'll not get that too far ahead of ourselves. There's plenty of options, so I'm not going to totally give up on FlossTube/YouTube, because I do like it, and I like that people are enjoying the methods. And I've just noticed that this camera is actually better if it's like this instead of at a tilt. It uses information, but yeah. So I kind of maybe need to, where are we? That's where I'm stitching. Yeah, it's looking over it though, isn't it? Anyway, we'll experiment. So sorry for you. Yeah, thank you, Sandy. It's one of those things, like I say. Have we got many in the room now? Let me just bung you up here. Because this is a recording that is now 8 minutes, I'm wondering whether this is going to end up part 2. I want to end that. I'll not mess about too much, but yeah, who have we still got people? No, it's just Chrissy and Sandy, which is fine because like I said, I think I am just going to end the stream, and then I'll get my partner on the ball, hopefully. It doesn't take long. He's only got to go upstairs up in the loft and reconnect some wiring, disconnect the wiring that it's already through. But yeah, so I didn't get to finish my tower, but I will finish it today because I'm going to hop on Zoom and vent my frustration on there probably. Yeah, we ain't got anyone else coming, so I think I am. Right, Chrissy, Sandy, I am going to end this stream, I think. Oh no, Celia's here. I finished the tower during the stream. Oh, well done, Celia. I want to buy a Haed, but there is nothing to buy here in the Philippines. Jen, I want to buy a Haed, but there is nothing to buy here in the Philippines. The Haeds are on sorry, the Haeds are on Heaven and Earth Designs website page. So could you not, I don't know, maybe purchase the pattern and then kit it up yourself? Is there no, I don't know, Philippines delivery wise? You can do a Haed, just maybe have to kit it up yourself if you don't want to pay all the custom charges, if you suffer with custom charges. Yeah, you can buy the chart, Jen, and get materials here. Yeah. There you go then. Yeah, so Jen, I believe Christina is from Philippines as well. So yeah, just go on the Heaven and Earth Designs website, look for a pattern that screams out at you. Buy the pattern, the PDF. You know, it's a downloadable. Print it off. Don't print it off. It's personal preference again. And then yeah, kit it up yourself. If you've got craft stores in the Philippines, it's easy to kit it up. Alexandra, you can buy it from the website. Yep. I've got to go heading off to a wedding venue soon. Yeah, have a super weekend, Chrissy. Thank you for hanging about. Sorry it messed up, but we'll get there one day. Well, it's new, you know, we're only on the 3rd live, so fingers crossed we'll get there. Please, people, keep coming back because I will fix it. I'm a determined woman and I will get it fixed. So yeah, see you later, Chrissy. Have super fun. Alondra, yeah, I buy the PDF chart and I bought the materials myself. Yeah, same here. By Christina, I've got a couple of Haeds going. North Island Stitcher. No, yeah, North Island Stitcher. Hello from New Zealand. Right, okay, hello. That confused me. Alondra, I'm addicted to Haed now. I have ongoing 3 whips and kitted up another for my birthday. Yeah, I'm the same. I love Haed. I've got 2 new frames. This was another thing that Chrissy did. She had a couple of frames that she's not using. They've just been stuck in her loft and she sent me them. So I might end up with 2 more projects soon. But I might save one for my... Oh, I was about to say I might save one for my mini that's in the new year. But with it being a mini, I might be able to get a smaller frame for that. Anyway, I might end up with a couple more Haeds on the go, especially if I want to try CXC threads quicker than New Year. Anyway, What is the name of the website? Yeah, it's just Heaven and Earth Designs. Yeah, it's there. Alondra, Christina, they've put it in for you. Recommend Amy Stewart. Yeah, I'm the same. I love Amy Stewart. And Josephine Wall. No, not too sure that one. Christina, I think I'm collecting the Amy Stewart bookshelves. They're awesome. Yeah, I've got mine down here. I've got one that I finished a few months ago. I've still not washed it. But yeah, I got this one. That was done with Royal Rose. Well, towards the end. But yeah, I need to get it washed. Towards the end, I got a bit excited and went a bit haywire. I just wanted to get it finished. I kind of got impatient. I'm not going to do that with these ones. But yeah, they are so pretty. Yeah, they are. I really need to get this one washed because it's not doing it any good just sitting around. I'll get it washed and framed. Right, so on this live, yeah, thank you, Sandy. You'll be back, no worries. Yeah, hopefully I can get it sorted, and hopefully it is just an issue of just get the hub moved closer to this room, because I'm always in this room. You know, that end of the bungalow is the bedroom, and to be fair, when we're going to bed, it's just the telly that's on, so the hub being in here, the TV should still work, because it is like a smart TV. We haven't got an aerial connected to it. But yeah, right, so what I was going to say, Christina, I'm hoping Royal Rose plus tent stitching will speed up the process so I can finish a few. Yeah, I'm converting one of my Haeds to Royal Rose as of now. Oh, lovely. Hope you enjoy it. If you struggle with anything, head on over to Royal Rose group and I will endeavour to answer any questions that you may have. Oh, sorry, Sandy, I think you did ask that earlier on up. I got distracted. How do we join your Zooms? It's through a Facebook group called Zoom Stitchy Friends. Or Zoomy Stitchy Friends. Let me get my tablet and have a look. You would think I would remember the name by now. Yeah, it's not my group. I am obviously in the group. It is a group run by Liv Curtis. What I'm looking for, Facebook. Yeah, but yeah, so the group, let me, now hopefully this doesn't interfere. Oh no, it won't, because I'm only using my data. I don't know if it's going to work, but I believe it's Zoom Stitchy Friends. If you're not sure, if you are part of All Things Cross Stitch, it's pinned at the top there, the group is. But yeah, you basically join that group, Liv will review and hopefully accept you, and then within that group you'll find the details you need to join the Zoom. She's got over 100 people now. There's, I would say, let me think, about maybe 20 people that are regular users of the Zoom. We go on pretty much every day. It's a lovely group. Anyone who says otherwise, I don't care for your opinion. And the reason that I sound a little bit negative, which I don't normally do, is because I had a bit of grief last week. Yeah, there was a bit of negativity going on, and it wasn't particularly nice. People need to get life. Anyway, let's not go down that little hole. But yeah, just see if you can join the Zoom room. The Facebook group, sorry. I'm still waiting for it to load. Honestly, me and technology, it's just not happening. I can't just give you the Zoom room details because it is not my room. You know, it is everybody's room, don't get me wrong, but you know, rules are rules. Liv wants, you know, she doesn't want it shared outside of the group, which is understandable for some of the things that have happened in the past. It keeps everybody protected, and you know, your privacy. yeah. Anyway, just head on over to it. I'll try and put it in the description possibly. But yeah. We've got Sandy, how do we join? Yeah. North Island Stitcher. I think I've got 14 Haeds going. Wow. Yeah, I'm tempted to do a couple of minis because I've seemed to have gone big or go home on these two, my Deep Blue Sea and my Mother of Dragon. And yeah, I'm thinking I might chuck in a mini, do a mini. Not just the New Year one either. Get a couple of minis going. Or even, I've noticed the bookmark ones. I love reading, so, you know, it would make sense to do a couple of them maybe. Zoom Stitchy Friends, yes. Yeah, okay. For some reason I always want to say Zoomy Stitchy Friends, but it isn't. It is Zoom Stitchy Friends. That's what the group's called. I need to join a few Zooms again. Oh no, sorry to hear there was grief. It's a great group. It is a great group. I've had my little moments of, I don't know, it's more me. It's me and my brain. I get paranoid. I've got anxiety and depression, and it's constantly battling each other. You know, one minute I don't care, next minute I care too much, then I look into things too much, and it's a nightmare. And everyone in the group is super friendly. You know, there's no. At one point I'll hold my hands up. Yesterday I felt like I got cut off a couple of times while I was trying to talk, but me being me, looking back today, looking back on yesterday, it didn't happen. It might have done, but it's more, you know, people get so excited, and because of my mental health and my anxiety and depression, I read way too much into it. And you know, the ladies on the Zoom don't even know, they're not even aware that I was having this meltdown of feeling like I was not being pushed out. That's a bit silly. That's it's hard to explain, but yeah, thinking back on it from today, waking up this morning, I was like, Ali, you're an idiot. You know, they're all so lovely. No way would they have done that. That's just you overthinking things. That's your anxiety taking over. You know, you know, it's the same thing with any Zoom. When you get, I don't know, say 10 people in there, 8, maybe even 8 people, you know, conversations can just run away, and then all of a sudden, you know, someone can hop in, and then a conversation can be forgotten. It's just what happens on Zoom. But me and my mentally impaired brain, it took me a different way yesterday. But I'm back. I wasn't negative towards anybody or anything like that. I just hopped out of the room. It was just easier because I was getting frustrated with myself, not with the room. Sandy, thank you. You're welcome. Alondra, I'm sorry to hear that. Cross stitching really helps in times of bad and good times. Yeah, I agree and I disagree, because when I'm really bad, I struggle to even pick the cross stitching up, to be honest. It does mostly help me. 90% of the time, yeah, 100%. It helps me through everything. I can sit stitching. But just recently, the Zoom room is actually what's been helping me. I don't know if that's because my anxiety and depression leveled out a little bit for a while. It's on the fritz at the minute, so yeah, I'm not, it's hard to explain, really hard to explain, but cross stitching 9 times out of 10 it does help me. But because I've got so hooked on Zoom and hooked on the people in Zoom, yeah, I'm finding it tough to stitch without them. I've kind of become dependent on them, so I don't want to upset anybody on there at all. Because if I do, I feel like I might end up losing my stitchy bug. I've set myself a little dilemma really when it comes to Zooms. But yeah, right, 23 minutes of me just waffling on. I don't know what's happening with the previous live. I don't know if it's uploaded or not. I don't know what's going on. Help. Well, no, not help. Liv, hi Liv, yeah. You're all very welcome to join the Zoom group. We are all lovely, I promise. Yeah. Yeah, don't listen to negative people. That's my only advice. Anybody tells you any different, honestly, just ignore them, because they're just sour grapes. And if sour grapes is here, go away. I'm really not interested. Unfortunately, in this world we live in, it's full of negative people. You can't get away from them. There's always someone out there ready to drag good people down. But yeah, I'm sorry that the live messed up again, people. I really am. If I could stop it, I would. Sandy, Alison, I suffer like you, so you're not alone. Glad you're better today. Yeah. It's nice because, you know, to me personally, I feel like a lot of my cross-stitch friends, they all seem to suffer with some form of ailment. I don't want to go into detail because it's their personal things, but me myself, with the depression and anxiety especially, every day is different. You know, I can appear so bubbly and so yay and have a laugh and it's the greatest day ever, and then I don't know, an hour later in that same day it can just switch and nothing necessarily sets it off. It just, my mood just plummets. I had the doctors and they've upped my medication, which is great. I don't like to rely on medication, but it's getting to the stage where I need it. I can't. My brain, it's just defunct. But yeah, to me, a lot of the cross-stitch community get it because they're kind of going through similar things. You know, if people aren't going through it, it's hard for them to explain. It's hard to explain to people that aren't going through things. You know, they go with the theory of, oh, you'll be all right, Jill. And it's not always as simple as that. Live, laugh out loud. I even forget what I said now. Oh, yeah, negative people and sour grapes and whatnot. Yeah, they can do one. We don't like them. And I will say, Liv is super funny. She had me howling the other day. It was a very good Zoom day. Some days it's nice and quiet and, you know, we just all get engrossed in our stitching. Other days it's comedy hour. It's such a mix of, it's a roller coaster, it really is. But a good roller coaster, not one of those really horrible ones. But yeah, it can be super funny, super chilled. It varies day to day. But they are all friendly, all super friendly. And I'm one of them. I'm just like them. Liv, you'll know exactly what I mean by that. I am just like them. Hi there, I'm watching your channel since the beginning of my ask. Why don't you go back to... Oh, what am I doing? Oh, see, Teresa Little Stitcher has uploaded Floss Storage Dilemma Solved. I might have to check that one out. I've got so much floss tube to catch up on. I've not, like I say, all this nattering on Zoom. It's good, but not good because I'm losing track. Absolutely, yeah. Dear. Now, if you join Zoom, you may find out what we're on about. Or you may not. We'll see. Right, I think I am going to go. This one should upload. I don't know what's going on with the other one. I don't know if it's gone on or not. I'm trying to find out, but all it's doing is showing me this live now. But yeah, I am going to skedaddle. I'm going to find my kitten because I haven't seen her for a while. She's going to feel neglected. Maybe have something to eat and then go and hop on Zoom. So, Sandy, if you are about, come over, say hi. I'll be there in about let's call it half an hour, about 2ish. There'll be people on there now as well, I would imagine. I left Steph there. Lisa, Katie was on for a little while, but I know it was getting late and she was maybe heading off to bed, possibly, not sure. Right, looking at this, it doesn't look like my live has updated. I think it is just this one. It doesn't matter. Let's not miss much, just me stitching. This has ended up being a chat with me instead. Never mind. We'll try again. I'll get my partner to sort that out. For those that did join the first part of the live that might not be uploaded, thank you for joining, and yeah, bear with me. I will get it sorted, I promise. Let me just quickly see what's going on with this. And then we will skedaddle. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button. Hit that bell. You'll get a notification when I go live. Let's see how long this live is. Does it tell me? Can anybody look on theirs and see what... Oh, hang on. Here we go. Oh, so it's actually carried on from my previous live. So you will see the stitching. Alondra, I joined the group. Yeah, lovely. Let's say all the info's there. Oh, I think you were on already. I might be wrong. Thanks for keeping me company during work today. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for all the shout outs and redirecting people. It's lovely seeing your videos. I've still got one more to watch, I believe. Yeah, I'm enjoying watching yours. It's great. Zoom Stitchy Friends and Royal Rose Group. Yep. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, it looks like this may have just carried on. It might have just gone a bit blank. So people that are watching it, hopefully they just stick with it and I will reappear. I think I was only off for about five minutes, possibly. I'll maybe stick it in the description saying that there's a 5-minute block, but we'll see. Sandy, take care and hope to see you soon. Yeah, fingers crossed, because now I know that is doing the whole live. I will come off of that. And I am going to say ta-ra. So yeah, people who have returned, thank you. Please, please, please bear with me. I will get these lives sorted very soon. So yeah, thank you for bearing with me. Anybody new, again, please bear with me. Subscribe, hit that bell. You'll get a notification when I go live. But yeah, thank you all ever so much. I am going to say ta-ta. So yeah, happy stitching everybody. Love you all, but not as much as cross stitch.